It's a big show. Big show today.
Good morning, Lutheran South.
I'm Nolan.
And I'm Aubrey. And let's get started with today's show where we have a lot of videos for you.
First, let's start with some announcements. Tomorrow at 5:30, the Markway Strong Trivia Night will be hosted in the Coleman Center.
The last 2 weeks, the student body has been collecting baby items for the annual Key Club Baby Drive. Jonah caught up with Elise Hayner and Mrs. Davis to talk about it. Let's take a look.
Last week, Key Club held their annual baby drive. Here is Mrs. Davis and Elise Hayner to tell you more about it.
Key Club is sponsoring their annual baby shower in partnership with the South County Pregnancy Center. It's a project that we do each year. And we really think it's important because there are so many moms that are keeping their babies, making the decision to keep their babies, and they need items to help them during this difficult and challenging time. The favorite part about doing this is, I think, making the blankets. We also make fleece blankets, moms and the babies. So we have fun prints, and the members of Key Club work on tying those off and making a nice blanket that we can, we roll them up and we tie a ribbon on them and write a note that goes along with them to the moms. So that would be my favorite part about this project. The most rewarding thing I can think of, though, just being a part of Key Club and the service that we are able to do to different organizations in the community.
So the baby drive is when we try to get the whole school to collect items for the Pregnancy Help Center, which we do every year, and we ask them what they need for new parents that can't provide for their kids for like simple things like diapers and wipes. And so we ask the whole school to collect these, and then we bring them to them. But also along with this, we also make blankets for them, and that's what we do during our meetings. This is such an important event for Key Club because we do this every year, and we're kind of well known for making the baby blankets, so that's why it's important. It's rewarding because it's like a servant leader club. It's really nice to see the end result after all the planning we do and like trying to get everyone to bring stuff. It's very rewarding seeing all the stuff that people would like to bring, and then finishing the blankets and making them all nice and knowing that they will go to someone who really needs it.
Thanks, Jonah. We have a couple of individual interviews for you this week. Our first is from our well-loved Mr. Gilbert. Let's hear from Mr. Gilbert and his love for fishing.
All right, who am I here with today?
My name is Mr. Gilbert.
Can you talk about where your love for fishing came from?
Oh, yeah, okay. First time I ever caught a fish, J.C. Pond, Yorkville, Illinois. I was a 6th, 7th grade boy child. I was actually fishing, ironically, for bluegill. And I had one piece of corn on there, and sure enough, that old boy, the bass wanted the corn. So the bass took the corn, and next thing you know, I was in love with fishing.
So who do you share the love of fishing with?
Anybody. Like, I found a man on the street. I said, "Do you love fishing?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Let's go." Now, that's not true. One time I was fishing under a bridge, okay, like you do, and there was a man named Foffle, okay, and he had a lot of fish tech, but Foffle was going for like these giant carp, which is not really what I mess with, but he goes, "Okay, now go," and I go to cast, and I go, Hadouken! And I throw out the line, and the entire rig just goes flying off, and I lost everything that he gave me. And I just was like, "Fadl, I have to go now." He was from Iran. It was very awkward. Okay, so like I said, I'll fish with anyone. Fadl was a great guy. Yeah.
Have a most memorable moment from fishing, whether it's from like your childhood or your adulthood. What's your favorite memory?
I almost died once. The Red River. It goes into Lake Winnipeg, and there's a dam there. Okay, and we're in the boat. None of us are wearing life jackets. Don't know why. It's a really bad life choice. Always wear life jackets. And the anchor line got like caught up on the wrong side of the boat, and the whole boat just basically was like, "Hey, outside!" And then all of us like jumped to this side. Had we fallen in, we're at a dam. There's an undertow there. It would have probably been a death spiral. So that's a memorable time the joy that came out of that is, on that trip I did catch my largest fish on line and on rod and reel line, and that was a 20-pound channel cat. So that's a big dirty cat.
What are your ideal fishing conditions?
My ideal fishing conditions is I got a junker pontoon, okay, and so I'm on my junker pontoon and we're just pulling in bass.
So you mentioned that you have a fishing club here at LuSo. What is the mission of the fishing club?
Mission statement would be fish, yeah. I stole that from Long John Silver's, so I hope they don't sue me. But
What is your largest fish that you ever caught?
that'd be the 20-pound catter, 20-pound cat from up in Canada.
Where all have you went fishing? Like,
Anytime I'm in another state, I like to try to catch a fish in that state. I should have a fish map. Michigan, Florida, Georgia, obviously Illinois, and obviously Missouri, Wisconsin. These are just some of the places. Oh, Minnesota, up in the Boundary Waters. Wish I was internationally accredited. I'm always afraid of, like someone could quick scope me or trank me out for fishing illegally. Canada. Oh, Canada. I do have an international. There you go. Doesn't count. All right. Thank you.
last week, soccer played against Clayton for the state quarterfinals. Unfortunately, they lost with a score of 3-1, which ended their season. Great run, boys.
Boys basketball had their jamboree on Tuesday at Melville. They beat both Veritas Christian and Melville with scores of 56-18 and 55-41. Good job, boys.
Girls basketball had their jamboree last Saturday, beating U City and Potosi, but lost to Corrientes. Their first game is tomorrow at Farmington Civic Center against Jackson at 7:40. Good luck, girls.
Tickets for the Christmas Showcase are now on sale, along with LuSo Onstage's Christmas sweatshirts in the LuSo Onstage section in the weekly LuSo newsletter.
Now let's hear from Dean and Coop with our Week in 60.
I'm Dean.
And I'm Cooper.
And this is your Week in 60.
SpaceX Starship landed in the ocean successfully, and if they do it again, they will attempt to catch the rocket at the launch pad with a set of mechanical arms.
6 monkeys are still on the loose after they escaped from a South Carolina lab. 37 were recaptured.
India's capital, New Delhi, chokes after the city was enveloped in a thick smog, with the air quality reaching 50 times the safe limit due to an excessive use of firecrackers. Non-essential vehicles are being turned away from the city.
A smuggler was arrested by Peruvian police at an airport after attempting to leave the country with 300 tarantulas, 110 centipedes, and 9 bullet ants.
Man disguised as bear arrested by California police after damaging luxury cars, defrauding $141,000 from his insurance company.
Russia threatens nuclear war with the West by launching an intercontinental ballistic missile into Ukraine. Russia, however, warned that the missile was not nuclear-tipped. This act comes after Ukraine further pressed into Russia.
A New York City myth becomes a Florida reality after workers discovered a 5-foot gator in the pipes. The city has not given any comment on removing the beast from the pipes. That was your Week in 60.
Tune in for more information you're probably already aware of.
Thank you, guys. Have you guys ever been curious how good the school cafeteria food is?
Well, don't fret. Nolan, Michael, Ryan, and Ben did our first segment this year of LuSo's Food Reviews, where they will tell you the scoop.
Food could be tasty, food could be smelly. We'll tell you what to put in your belly. Food could be tasty, food could be smelly. We'll tell you what to put in your belly.
Welcome to
LuSo
Food Reviews.
I'll explain it again.
Today we're going to be rating LuSo cafeteria food on presentation, smell, and taste.
Let's get started. First up, the fries. Look test.
Looks very appetizing.
Looks like a fry.
Yeah, pretty average fry.
Not a lot of seasoning on it though.
That is a downside. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I give it a 7 as well.
6.
Mine's a 5.
Let's smell it.
Smells like a French fry.
It smells like a Culver's.
It does smell like a Culver's.
Yeah, it does. It smells pretty good. I give it an 8.
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, 8.
7.
Wow, you got a bad fry, dude.
Alright, taste. Alright. I'm gonna give it a 5. It's a little under seasoned. It's room temperature too.
Oh my god. That doesn't help. It
I
was
would
not
say-
going down my
I
throat.
would say like fresh, probably like an 8, but right now it's a 5. It's just
It's a bit cold, not a lot of seasoning. I give it a 6.
Yeah, I give it a 3.
Next up, spicy chicken sandwich.
yeah, just rip it and then
Oh wait, didn't do the look test. It's okay.
judging by the fingerprints in mine, it's about a 3 now.
Yeah, let's use this piece. This piece is good. All right, look test. It's actually like an 8. It looks
Yeah,
that's
it
pretty
looks
good.
pretty
The chicken
good.
looks smell. Smell.
It smells pretty good.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 smell for me.
Yeah, I give it an 8.
Yeah, I give that a 9.
Mm.
That's gas.
That's pretty good.
Give it a 9.
9.5.
I give it a 9.
Good bun. Good chicken
I'm gonna
patty.
I'm gonna finish this.
Next up, cookie. Chocolate chip cookie.
Sauce went straight to
Look test.
Looks pretty good.
Could have more chocolate chips, but 7 out of 10.
Looks like it has the right amount of crisp.
Looks.
And it looks like a perfect cookie. 9.
I give it a 9.
8.
Trying to be different.
test.
I hope
Alright.
this doesn't have a hint of buffalo with it.
Smell test.
Smells fresh.
Um,
Give that a
9.
9.
Right up the oven.
Yeah, 9.
Give that a
9.
Right up the oven.
Yeah, 9.
I give it a 10. Solid cookie.
That's a 10.
That is a 10.
It's a 10.
10.
Uh-huh.
Best one of the day.
Thank you for watching LuSo Food Reviews. See you next week.
Food can be tasty, food can be smelly. We'll tell you what to put in your belly. Food can be tasty, food can be smelly. We'll tell you what to put in your belly.
Man, those foods were tasty. Next up, Ben and Ryan interviewed our campus chaplain about his job. Take it away, Ben and Ryan.
This is Pastor Chris Summer. He has the role of campus chaplain here at South. He also teaches the Introduction to Christianity class for freshmen and is a Kairos teacher. Along with these, Pastor Summer is a police chaplain for the South County Police. Let's hear more about it.
Are we rolling?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Tells me I need to stop cursing.
Describe what you do in your job as a police chaplain.
So really 2 things. One is the primary thing is care for the officers. I'll try and just ride along with the officers, just check in on them, see how they're doing. The other thing I do, and this happens less frequently, is if there's an incident where they need a chaplain on site, for example, most of the time when I get called out to a scene, it's because something sadly with a child or the child lost their parents and go tell the child that they've lost their parents, or it's a suicide, death by suicide, things like that. Most of my time I'm spending just riding with the officers, getting to know them, trying to care for them. And once a week I send them the card once a week to a different officer just to let them know I'm thinking of them. So really it's care for the officers, number 1, and then 2, get called on occasion.
How do you get into this job?
This is a pretty easy answer. I was a pastor at a congregation. We had, at the time, like 3 or 4 officers from the 4th precinct, which is where I'm assigned. And one of them said, "Oh, you should think about being a police chaplain." And, since I've been out of the military, I always there's an itch that needs to be scratched. I miss the collegiality, the esprit de corps, just the bond that comes with military and first responders.
How long have you been in this profession?
I've been doing this, and it's all volunteer, for 6 years, a little more.
What would you say is your favorite thing about your job?
Honestly, it's getting to hang out with people who aren't Christian and hopefully do a couple things. 1, care for them. 2, put a good face to Jesus. And so they know, like, oh, you Christians aren't the stuffy, bad, jerky people I thought you would be.
All right, that's it. Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Ben and Ryan. Since Thanksgiving is next week, we ran around the school asking people what they're thankful for and their favorite Thanksgiving food. Hey, Nolan, what's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Mine's mac and cheese. What about yours?
I would have to say mashed potatoes. But enough about us. Let's see what you guys had to say.
I'm thankful for my family and friends. I'm thankful for my family and friends also.
I am thankful for my health and for my family's health.
We're thankful for Black Blast.
I'm thankful for Julia.
I'm thankful for Aiden.
Family, friends.
I'm thankful for my family.
The senior commons and how cool it is.
Josie. Grace.
I'm thankful for my family and stricter dress code policies.
I'm thankful for my dog Bagel. I'm thankful for energy drinks.
I'm thankful for my siblings.
I'm thankful for Cannon.
Very thankful for my family. Thankful for my good health. And thankful for the Lutheran South community that mean a lot.
Friends. I'm thankful for my friends and family.
My favorite Thanksgiving food is mashed potatoes.
Probably mashed potatoes.
Turkey. Green bean casserole. Cranberries.
Mashed potatoes. Cranberry sauce.
Probably stuffing.
Turkey.
Stuffing, but it's got to have sausage and cornbread in it.
My favorite food is the cranberry sauce.
Obviously mashed potatoes. There's no other food that's better than mashed potatoes.
And that's it for this week.
And remember, don't have a so-so break,
Have
a
a
LuSo
LuSo
break.
break.
Well, it's a big show.